r/ask Reddit. People with depression. What is the most stupid thing someone ever said to you because of your mental illness? Why pay to see a therapist when you can talk to your family about it? You mean the same family that will immediately tell everyone else what I just told them? I think I'll stick with an unbiased third party who legally can't tell anyone what I just said. It's all in your head. No shit. It's not like I think I'm being attacked by some physical depression monster. How do I get it out of my head, though? There are a lot of people that have it much worse isn't very good advice. It makes me sad for them also, and I feel worse about myself for feeling down in the first place because of my lack of perspective. That's just very unprofessional and stupid. I got this from a friend of mine. She said she knew depressed people, although by her description they definitely kept part of the diagnosis to themselves. They had way worse shit happening than just depression, and that because I was functioning much better I couldn't be depressed. Like you have to have your life in ruins to have a mental health problem. This was after I missed a week of work because I couldn't get out of bed. I sometimes feel like people just think depression is being a suicidal wreck and forget all the degrees between that and normal. I saw a psychiatrist who told me that her daughter's scoliosis was worse than me being bullied for being black. On another occasion she told me that I wasn't trying to get better. Your life is great. You should be more thankful of what you have and be positive. And then proceeded to talk for half an hour about how much worse his life was and he wasn't depressed. If I knew your mental health was this bad I would have never had this baby with you. I was told to grow the fuck up quite seriously by my former best friend during a borderline suicidal depressive episode. I haven't talked to him since. Maybe you shouldn't spend so much time on your phone. I don't understand why you're depressed. You're pretty. Just try not to think about it, bro. It's like telling someone with cancer, just try not to die, bro. You're a smart guy, you'll figure it out. As I beg for help. This has nothing to do with being smart or stupid. I can't even brush my damn teeth. Do you think I can logic my fucking way out of this? Do you think that I haven't tried that before humiliating myself by admitting to another person that I can't bring myself to fulfill the basic functions of life? Please stay away from us. You give off a bad vibe. You never smile and you're probably not even human. Essentially dehumanizing me because I failed to show any emotion when I was around them and just wasn't all that social. Don't get me wrong. There were times that I had showed emotion back then, but I usually kept it to myself. About a month after that statement I was hospitalized. This was in 8th grade. Middle schoolers really are ruthlessly ignorant. You need to snap out of it. You're getting married soon, and you have no reason to be depressed. Pull yourself together. That one was about an hour ago, but I've got a long list that's been going for about 11 to 12 years. Just smile. You're prettier when you smile. Yeah, okay dude, lem just push away years of depression and trauma and slap a smile on my face so you can feel better about never asking me what's wrong or bothering to listen when I actually need someone to talk to. You don't need any professional help. My mom, when I tried to subtly nudge her to have me appointed to a professional for help, she also thinks I don't have depression. There needs to be another war so people wouldn't get depressed over mundane reasons. My brother, after we had a conversation about depression and I happened to mention how bad my time in school makes me feel. You don't need all that medicine. It'll just make it worse. You're not even depressed. You just seek attention. I have had multiple suicidal thoughts in the past, and regardless, I'm told this on a regular basis and I can't stand it. Just get over it. Be happy. Believe us, if it were that easy, we would. Or when it's particularly bad, and you don't have the energy to do anything, you're such a homebody. Don't be lazy. These moments are pretty awful. It's a living hell during an episode. Stay strong, kids. I have depression and anxiety. My stepdad, on more than one occasion, has seen me having a panic attack and has told me to just calm down. No shit. If it were that easy I would just do that. It's all in your head. Other people have it worse. You should be grateful for what you have. There are starving children in Africa. Depression isn't an actual thing. You have it so easy. Series of quotes from parents, friends, random online twats, etc. Oh, and my favorite from my mother. Maybe if you got off of the games, you wouldn't be depressed. My mom, who has never raised us to be that religious, like go to Catholic mass like 3 times a year, just told me that choosing to be lonely and depressed is a sin and I should just stop. Whether you're religious or not, I can assure that isn't what's taught, at least in any religion I know of, or have been a part of, and it honestly makes me sad that she thinks that. But you're such a good person. You're smart and wonderful, and you should love you, said by a therapist when I talked about disassociating during social interactions. Finally found a good therapist years later who said, that's not okay. You can be a great person and also need medication. Being a good person doesn't magically make your mental illness go away. You can be both a good person and mentally ill. Never forget that. I had a very controlling boss, and I had to ask to leave on time to go to group therapy because I was very depressed. My therapist wanted me to go inpatient, but I knew I'd lose my job. He told me, you don't need to go to therapy. You just need to work late a few nights and get caught up on your work and then go home and take care of your home life. That's all there is to it. I just shrugged and left work to go to therapy. Depression is for people who want attention. No one ever paid any attention to you before. What's this gonna do? My sister always, like you're always miserable and have a bad attitude, as though this is the cause of my depression when really it's a system. I know that I should be happy and grateful because I'm young and pretty and from a middle class home, etc. But that doesn't change what I feel inside and how my mind and past experiences have made me feel numb and helpless inside, and I've tried exercise and medications. I was told I couldn't have depression, which I've been dealing with for half of my life because I'm married and my husband loves me. Stop being overdramatic, you wuss, you're just going through a phase. Mental illness is stored in the balls. You choose how you feel. Just choose not to be depressed. From a former boss. Make your bed every morning. That'll cure your depression. I've got other mental health issues besides depression. It's always funny when they try to explain to me how my diseases work, especially when it's clear their knowledge comes from movies. Only soldiers get PTSD. You can't have, did, because you don't have multiple personalities. But polarity isn't represented often in the media, so people usually shut up about that one. I also like you don't need all those pills. Just add more fruit to your diet, you won't need your drugs. Bitch, please, before the medication, I was unstable and potentially dangerous. No amount of fucking fruit is going to stop a psychotic breakdown. You and I both went through the same rough childhood. What reason do you have to be depressed when I'm not? My sibling. The very same sibling that blames me for my parents' divorce and said I should have finished my suicide attempt. You're still depressed? Said my friend who has anxiety. Her depression was brought on because she was dating a shitty boy. Mine is because I have a shitty brain, so yes, I'm still depressed. So you just wanna get attention? Stop being an attention whore. I told my, at the time, boyfriend that I didn't wanna die. I just did not wanna live anymore. Mostly because I couldn't bear the pain I was constantly feeling. But I didn't want to make my parents sad. He laughed in my face. In being told a lot of things, and one of them was by my mom. She said you don't have depression. You're not hurting, etc. And after she continues to complain about her depression. Even though I have problems, my friends don't wanna listen, so I don't try to tell them anymore. but then I'll listen to them all day complaining about something stupid, but I still try to help them with it or try to make them feel better, but then I'm the one who gets yelled at if they hear something they don't wanna hear when it's the truth. There is a lot more, but I'm getting way off topic.